Hi there. Welcome. So, how are we all doing tonight? I am going to be tuning in to the collective energy. What is going on right now with the collective energy? We just had Venus go direct. Shout out Venus. And now we have 6 planets in retrograde. Welcome to September. It is the thick of retrograde season here in the month of September. September is my solar return month. Shout out me! So, what's happening in September? I channeled a video. Yes, retrograde. I do like. Yes, that is my artwork back here. Thank you for asking. I appreciate retrograde season because it allows us to really tap into ourselves and release our grip on this illusion that we have to hide certain aspects of ourselves. Perhaps use discernment of where, when, how much, who, for what purpose, yet not completely just shame it. Okay? So retrograde season really allows us to bring greater balance and harmony into our lives. Balance and harmony! Harmony! Okay, so we're gonna look at, I'm just like all kinds of joyful and celebration right now because this is the first I'm feeling better after 3 days of processing wasp venom. I got bit by a wasp a few days ago on a date, and it's been intense. It's been an intense journey, and I'm feeling really good right now after 3 days of that underworld journey. And now that I have let go of the underworld, thank you, Princess Leah, for coming back and joining the live. More retrograde things. Thank you, 12. Appreciate you. Sending you blessings. All right, so we're going to start the collective energy check-in with, yay, glad to be here too. Glad to have you here with a reading from Daily Afflictions. I've actually was gifted this book. It still needs to be inscribed by the person. I insist. If you give me a book, you better put a little writing in it. Hi, Brooke. I should run for president. Sure, do all the work. I'll just show up and smile and look pretty. Hi. All right, look, I just opened to everything happens for a reason. Maybe I will become president because everything happens for a reason. What would I do as president? What would Lady Dresmin do first as president, I wonder? All right, let's read this poem. Everything happens for a reason. Mysteries are not necessarily miracles. Life is a confusing mess. You get blindsided by a drunk driver. You fall in love when you least expect to. Your firstborn becomes an accountant. Things happen that bring you great pain or pleasure and change your life forever. To find your bearings amid such chaos, you choose to believe that these events happen for a reason. It was meant to be, you tell yourself, and this comforts you. But to live truthfully, you must forego this comfort. You must accept that there is no cosmic plan, just a story you tell yourself after the fact as you try to weave each twist and turn of your life into some coherent whole. You artfully fashion the meaning that you need. Things are not meant to be. They are made to mean. Wow. That is just so beautiful. Such a poetic way to summarize this retrograde month. It is that further refinement of self. And Virgo is all about, those little details that create, the beauty in perfection. Yeah, they are made to mean. We create our life experiences to mean something for us. That is our power and our gift of free will to create our own reality. And this season is reawakening us to our own power. I'm doing an activation circle at the end of this month, a live circle where I currently steward land. And I'm doing an activation at the end of the month with the Aries full moon coming up, which is a big mama energy. And I'm doing a power of pleasure activation. And it is pleasure and desire that moves us forward, right? We want something, we need something, we desire something. We look at what someone else has and we recognize that we desire that for ourselves. And so we create life's experiences, we create our realities to be the best whatever it is that you wish to create. And what is envy? There's a comment here. What is envy? Envy is simply an emotion that arises when you recognize something the other has that brings up an absence within you. So you're like, oh, they have that, I don't. Well, perhaps. Or perhaps you have something else. Okay, desire. Okay, recognizing desire can never be satisfied. And that is the nature of desire. So it's like, how can you allow yourself fulfillment and satisfaction without the grasping? Beautiful. So what card flew over was the Devil, which I'm reading as empowerment. How can we be more empowered within ourselves? With everything happens for a reason, are we making our life to mean something? Are we turning the wheel in our favor? Or are we choosing to ignore your power that you can create a life that might be more than what you have now, because the only person that hasn't allowed yourself to create that life is you. Two of Swords and Queen of Swords, mental clarity, stuck in indecision. You have your clarity, you choose to remain stuck in indecision. Is that how you feed the devil? By just displacing your power and just not choosing to participate and just saying, oh, the struggle is so real. Oh, shit's always so hard. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh my God, it's so much effort to go and get clean drinking water. Thank God I don't have to, walk 10 miles and dig a fucking well and hope I get lucky. Okay, it's like, where are you just sitting there in your indecision and your delusion and your fucking mental chaos that's happening, blindfolding yourself by your own words when you already know. You already know. Queen of Swords, it's like inner knowing. You already know, so why are you not creating your ultimate reality? Can you imagine if more and more beings continue to awaken to their personal power and that you're not controlled by something outside of you? You're not controlled by the tarot deck. You're not controlled by retrograde season. You're not controlled by the fucking planets. You're not controlled by anything other than your own mind. And that is what we are shifting as a collective into with the Aquarian age coming up. We're going to be fully shifted into that energy by the end of next year. So these next 16, 17 months, 17 lunar cycles that we have left, like 17 is the number of rebirth. Okay, it's a fucking phoenix rising out of the ashes. Like the first little speck of skin and feathers and fur and bones, like that is what that 17 is. We have 17 cycles to like really rise into our inner standing that we have the power to create our reality by the simple way we use our words. This is our quantum remembrance that we are made of stardust, that we are the stars of our own realities. And the more we shine, you don't see the stars competing up there for space. There always seems to be more space between stars because they just exist and they have their lives, and then they burn out and they become beautiful black holes, and on the cycle goes. And it just, yes, this is a collective energy. I love it so much, because the more we take back our personal power, the less it weakens. The less than a handful of authorities that control the world, the matrix, the system, the corruption of a few that's siphoning from the whole. It's just like glued to the screens, glued to external whatevers, instead of just fucking make your decisions and choose. If it doesn't work out, great. You have some beautiful memories. You have some broken bones. Hopefully nobody got shot. Ultimately you get something out of it. Scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Time to put the devil fucking down. No more. Facts. Yes, just create with meaning. Look, the fucking magician. I'm done. I just, what is left to say? Keep it sweet and simple. The end. The magician. Magician is what? You have all the elements. Ain't tarot demonic and satanic? I'm going to answer your question, Pigeon Mike, and give me 30 seconds. No, it is not demonic. It is a structure of symbolism, of numerology, of the weaving of words and intuition and numbers. And you feel into the energy and you look at the images and you tune into the frequency of the color. And all of these operate on a numerical frequency that are just parallels in a whole. Tarot is simply a tool to get clarity on what's going on underneath. Because if you want to understand what's going on underneath the soil, you're not going to dig up the roots. You trust the roots are doing the work. So to understand ourselves, we use tools like tarot, like other divination tools, like books, like music, like meditation, like food, like poetry. There's so many ways to divine, to look into deep invitation, divine into self. And I'm using tarot and this beautiful book that I was just gifted. Okay? Because it's a simple and brilliant way to weave beautiful stories from the energies that I'm picking up of all of the beautiful people who are here on this live. Yes, I will be doing live readings after I finish the collective energy. So be patient, hang out, feed some love into this, and I will get to you after I'm tapped into the collective energy and scroll through. So once is more than enough. Thank you. Join on the list. Just hang out, love. Just hang out because I don't have a moderator or anyone to help me. So I'm almost done. Actually, you know what? I am done. Where did the magician go? The magician is gone. Okay, y'all took off and you're like, all right, I know what I got to see. Fucking Ace of Wands. Yep, that is the end of the collective energy. So clearly I was meant to be done. Ace of Wands. Yep, I spoke what needed to be said. And now it's time for all of us to make decisions about forward moving and creating our reality to mean things are not meant to be. They're made to mean. So lovely. Okay. All right. So let's shift the energy. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the elements. Northwest, south, and east. Thank you, earth, water, fire, and air. Thank you, I am. That is the I am. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, me. Thank you for being here. All right. Synergy. Thank you, Goddess. Deeply received. Okay.